Welcome to another live stream, viewers and subscribers. This one is between the Trinbago Knightriders and the Barbados Royals. Clash of the Titans, you can call it. Two big teams with a lot of big name players. Knightriders, the amount of top quality they have in their team. So does the Barbados Royals. So currently in the first over, and Trinbago Knightriders, they have already taken a wicket. So Barbados are batting first in this one, and they have already lost the wicket off Raheem Cornwall. He got out to Akil Hussain caught behind. So the Royals not starting this one off well at all. So currently at the crease for them is Alec Athanaze and Quinton de Kock. And they just lost the second wicket. So there goes Athanaze as well. So Akil Hussain striking early. Akil Hussain striking early in the first over. First Cornwall, no Athanaze going leg before. I don't think they're going to review this. Because that looked like it was definitely plumb. Yep, not going to review it at all. So the Royals are down 2 early wickets in the first over, thanks to Akil Hussain. First I caught behind, and now Athanaze getting caught stuck plumb in front. So the Royals are off to a shaky start. And the score is 1 for 2. 1 for 2 after 4 balls. Not even 1 over has been completed as yet. So the Royals are the Knightriders are off to a good start in this clash of the Titans. So far they are on the front foot. So who's coming to the crease now? This looks like I want to say Devon Thomas, but Devon Thomas is currently serving a suspension, so I'm not sure who this is. Oh, Clark. So coming to the crease is Clark. But yeah, the Royals are definitely on the back foot to start this one. And as you come into the stream, kindly, hit that like button. Would really appreciate if you hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe as well. Would really appreciate that. And yeah, and if you feel kind enough and want to support the channel even more, there is a super chat feature, which I think is active. So if you feel kind enough and would want to send a message with a super chat, that's also welcome as well. But welcome to the stream. If you're just tuning in, the Barbados Royals, they have lost 2 quick wickets. So they are currently 1 for 2 after 4 balls. Akil Hussain definitely on fire to start this one. The Royals are batting first. And here's Hussain now to bowl to Clark. And almost bowling with that one as well. So Akil Hussain is definitely causing trouble for the Royals batsman early in this one. They're just replaying the wickets. Cornwall, it was a bit wide. The shot was there for Cornwall to cut that one, but no footwork, I mean, he was just stretching and it hit the edge. And Hussain into Clark, and he strokes it down to long on, and they go through for a single. So after 1 over, Barbados Royals batting first in this one. They are currently 2 for 2 after 1 over. Akil Hussain, stamping his class in the first over of the match to put the Trinbago Knightriders on top so far. Barbados Royals 2 for 2 at the end of 1. At the crease for the Royals is Quinton de Kock and Clark. So they'll have a bit of rebuilding to do, but as long as Quinton de Kock is at the crease, then there's always danger for the bowling team, in my opinion. Jaden Seals will be bowling the second over for the Trinbago Knightriders. And it will be Clark that will be on strike. So if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in, and would ask you to just kindly hit that like button. It helps. It tells YouTube that you like the content, but it also allows them to push it out to more viewers like you who are also looking for the CPL or a watch along for the CPL. So kind of just help the video get pushed out there more. So we really appreciate if you hit the like button. So Seals in with the first ball, and Clark pushes it into the offside, down to the sweeper on the boundary, and they go through for a single. And the score moves on to 3 for 2 after 1.1 overs. So 3 for 2 after 1, as you can hear. Akil Hussein took 2 wickets in the first over. Got the wicket of Rakeem Cornwall and Alec Athenias also. And those are the 2 wickets that that have fallen for the Royals so far in this innings. Don't be shy also, definitely share your thoughts in the comment section. Where are you watching from? Which team you think is going to win this one? Definitely share your thoughts in the comment section and I'll read them, as they come in or when I get a chance to. So another single for the Royals and the score moves on to 4 for 2 after 1.2 overs. Would appreciate if you share the stream as well, right? Share it to your friends, family, whoever, share it to a few people so they can come in and tune in and watch, enjoy the watch along as well. Anybody love cricket, love CPL, then definitely share it to them also. Seals into Clark and gets the edge, but didn't travel far enough to the that's a deep slip. But that was a genuine edge, but the slip is far back, so it bounced before it got to him. But Trinidad definitely have the upper hand so far in this one. Jaden C is running into balls to Clark again. And off some, and they're going to go through for a quick single. Oh, that was a run out opportunity. If they got a direct hit that right there, that would have been interesting. But the batsman went through for a quick single, and the score moves on to 5 for 2 after 1.4 overs. Yeah, that was really a close single right there. Would have been interesting to see. Yeah, if that was a direct hit, he would have been out. Would have definitely been out if they had gotten that direct hit right there. So the Royals are living dangerously. I've already lost 2 wickets and could have lost another one. The Kock plays this one into the offside, down to third man, and they go through for a single. And the score moves on to 6 for 2 after 1.5 overs. And last ball of the over coming up. Jaden C is running into ball to Clark. This one is a ball outside the off stump. Clark pushes it into the offside, but they went straight to Akil Hussein, and that's a dot ball to finish it over. So after 2 overs, Barbados Royals batting first in this one. They are 6 for 2. Currently at the crease for them is Clark and the Kock. The batsman out so far for the Royals, Rakeem Cornwall and Alec Athenias. Both of them went without scoring any run. So the Royals currently in a little rebuilding phase. Hopefully they are able to recover from this and post a good total. Just for the interest of the game, as fans who want to see a competitive game, well, from my perspective, I know there might be Trinidad fans here or Barbados fans here that, want to see their teams dominate. But from my perspective, I just want to see a good game, a competitive game. So definitely hoping Barbados can recover and post a good total so Trinidad will have something reasonable to chase. Akil into the Kock. The Kock swings this one into the leg side, straight to the fielder on the square leg boundary, and it will only be a single. Score moves on to 7 for 2 after 2.1 overs. All right, Clark getting ready now to face up to Hussein. Hussein to Clark, arm ball. Clark strokes it down the ground, but it goes straight to mid-off, and there's no run. But that arm ball that Hussein bowls, it's definitely troubling the right-handers. You can see that they are definitely mindful of that arm ball, and it's causing a bit of trouble for them. Hussein to Clark again. Clark swings this one into the leg side. Over the top. Does it have enough to get to the boundary? Yes, it does. So Clark stepped across the off stump and swung it over the leg side in the gap between mid-wicket and long on, and they get a boundary. So first boundary of the match goes to Clark, and the score moves to 11 for 2. Yeah, that was the orthodox ball from Hussein, pitching and turning away from the right-hander, but Clark was close enough to it and got enough bat on it to get it over the leg side. Hussein into Clark again. Arm ball. Clark flicks it into the leg side. And they go through for a single. So Clark getting into a bit of groove. But the matchup is more favorable for the Kock. You know, the matchup between the left-handed spinner is a more favorable matchup for the left-hander. So, you know, I do expect the Kock to try and attack Akil Hussein. You know, 2 balls remaining in the third over. Let's see how the Kock will go. Will he attack or will he be cautious, you know, considering the fact that they've already lost 2 wickets? We're about to find out right now. So Hussein into the Kock. The Kock swings this one into the leg side again, but there should be a fielder down on the long off boundary. Yep. And they go through for 2. So it was kind of in the gap between mid-wicket and long on, and as such, they were able to scamper through for 2 runs. Score moves on to 14 for 2 after 2.5 overs, 1 ball remaining in the third over. So far, the Royals have gotten 8 runs off this over. We'll see into the Kock again, and he flicks it into the leg side. Will they come back for a second? Yes, they do. So another 2 runs. So 10 runs after the third over. Akil Hussein second over. The score moves to 16 for 2 after 3 overs. The Royals still have a bit of batting to come though. You know, they have a Rovman Powell, David Miller, JC Holder, you know, all of whom can strike the ball and strike the ball well. So not panic time as yet for the Royals, but they lose a few more wickets, then they will definitely, the nerves will definitely kick in, right? But the Kock is still there, you know, and Clark looks like he's a capable batsman. You know, this is my first time seeing him bat, so I don't really know too much about him. If you guys know anything about him, let me know in the comment section. Seals into Clark. Clark flicks this one into the leg side. Doesn't have enough to go to the boundary though, but they'll get 2. And the score moves on to 19 for 2 after 3.1. Do remember to hit that like button, you know, as you tune in. Much appreciated. And don't be shy either, you know. Share your thoughts in the comment section about the game, about the commentary, what you like, what you don't like, what needs to be improved. You know, yeah, just share your thoughts. Clark into Seals again. Clark pulls this one into the leg side. Oh, it was a catch. Good effort by Narine. You know, he jumped and tried to catch it, but he dropped it. And they go through for a single. So a drop catch there, but it was a fairly difficult chance. It was a bit high. Narine jumped, got his hand to it, but wasn't able to hold on to it. So drop catch, but it was a bit difficult. Maybe if it was another fielder, they would have caught it. If Pollard was there, that would have definitely been caught. You know, Narine is not the best fielder in the world. We all know that. So, but good effort by him though to get his hand to it and prevent a boundary. So at least he saved his team 3 runs. Looking at it from the bright side. See, is now running into bowl to the Kock. And the Kock strikes this one into the offside. Down to the boundary for 4. A bit full and wide, and the Kock got enough bat to it, and he kind of sliced it between point and third man. Down to the boundary for 4. And the score moves on to 23 for 2 after 3.3 overs. So the Royals are staging a comeback now after losing early wickets in the first over. The Kock moves on to 12 from 7, and Clark is on 11 from 11. Seals to the Kock again. This time a bit straight. The Kock plays it into the leg side, straight to mid wicket, and that's a dot ball. But yeah, like I said, once Quinton de Kock is at the crease, we know how dangerous he can be. Once he's at the crease, the Knightriders won't feel comfortable. Plus, there's still a Rovman Powell to come, a David Miller, a Jason Holder. So even though the Royals lost 2 early wickets, still a good bit of batting in their lineup. So they're definitely not panicking as yet. Plus, they're playing at home also. So sees into bowl to the Kock again. The Kock swings this one over the leg side into the gap, but the fielder will be able to cut it off, but they should get 2 runs. Yeah, so they come back for the second. So far, the Royals have gotten 9 runs off this over with 1 ball remaining. So with 3.5 overs gone so far, and the score is 25 for 2. The Kock definitely looking to be aggressive. Season to bowl to the Kock again. Wide outside the off stump, the Kock. Oh, brilliant shot. He strokes it into the offside, but I'm not sure if the outfield is slow or what, but once the ball hits the ground, they're not getting a lot of value for their runs, but they come back for 2. So 11 runs off that over, and the score moves on to 27 for 2 after 4 overs. Yeah, the outfield seems like it's a bit slow. I'm not sure if it's because I think I'm not sure what's causing it, but the outfield seems a bit slow in my opinion. A couple of those shots I think would have normally gone to the boundary, but the outfield seems to be holding the ball up a bit. But if you're just tuning in, the Royals are batting first, and they're currently 27 for 2 after 4 overs. The batsman out so far, Rakeem Cornwall went without scoring. Also, Alec Athanaze went without scoring. And Akil Hussain is the bowler that picked up both of those wickets in the first over. So Terence Hines will be bowling the 5th over for the Knightriders, and Clark will be on strike. Clark surveying the field. Hines running into both the Clark. First ball, straight onto the wicket, to mid wicket, and they go through for a quick single. So good strike rotation by these two. That definitely helps, especially when you lose early wickets, not creating too much pressure on one batsman or even allowing the bowlers to get comfortable bowling to a particular batsman. There's also a left-hand, right-handed combination at the crease, which is always good for any team, right? So I like the way they're rotating the strike, forcing the bowlers to adjust their line, each time they run into bowl. So well done by this pair so far in trying to rebuild for the Royals. Currently 28 for 2 after 4.1 overs. Hines into the Kock. He swings it into the leg side. And is it a 6 or a 4? Might be umpire signal 6. So short ball, about hip height for the Kock. That's his bread and butter, and the Kock definitely wasn't going to miss out on that one. Silvered on it and just picked it up over I would say over the fine leg boundary for 6. And the score moves on to 34 for 2 after 4.2 overs. So even though the Royals lost early wickets, they are definitely coming back slowly but surely into the power play. The Kock is on 22 from 11. Hines into the Kock again. Wide outside the off stump this time. The Kock tries to play it to the offside but didn't get the connection that he wanted. And the ball trickled back to the bowler, which Hines was able to stop. And it is a dot ball. So 34 for 2 after 4.3. Well, yeah, on this pitch, and at this venue, I think Barbados will want at least 190 to give themselves a fair chance to win this one. Hines into the Kock again. The Kock plays this one over the leg side, over mid-on, and it runs into the boundary for 4. So the Kock moves on to 26 from 13, and the Royals are now 38 for 2 after 4.4 overs. So Quinton de Kock doing what Quinton de Kock normally does. You know, and it wasn't really that bad of a ball, you know, but such is the quality of the Kock. You know, it was pitched on a length. Maybe the line could have been a bit better, but it wasn't a terrible ball. But de Kock was able to get enough bat on it to get it over the infield for 4. Hands into de Kock again. At this wide outside the half stump. De Kock plays it over the offside. And it goes into the boundary for 4. So 3 4s off this over so far. De Kock moves on to 30 from 14. So the score is now 42 for 2 after 4.5 overs. So this was a slower ball outside off some good idea. But de Kock was up for the challenge and he got enough bat on it to get it over the infield and into the gap and down to the boundary for 4. So 15 runs off the over so far, but 1 ball remaining, and they're making a few adjustments to the field. The man at third man seems to be going now to a deep point. So which tells you that he's probably going to bowl a similar ball, slower ball wide outside the off stump. Try to get him out caught. He pitched it. Oh, de Kock. Ooh, another 6. Another 6. So 21 runs off this over. 21 runs off the 5th over, and the score moves on to 48 for 2. De Kock is now on 36 from 15. What a savage over by de Kock. So the Royals, you know, definitely rebuilding well after losing early wickets. Again, it wasn't a terrible delivery, but such is the quality of Quinton de Kock. It was pitch, you know, good length, but de Kock picked up the length early and swiveled on it and pulled it over the leg side all the way for 6. And the score is 48 for 2 after 5 overs. So after losing 2 wickets in the first over, you know, the Royals, you know, thanks to Quinton de Kock and Clark, you know, I must give Clark, I think Clark is on 11 from 11, you know, but he's rotated the strike well. So must give him credit for this as well, and not just Quinton de Kock. He's on 12 from 12. You know, but good strike rotation, you know. So Narine is coming into the attack now, looking to break this partnership most definitely. So last over of the power play coming up. Do remember, viewers, you know, just hit that like button as you tune in. Would really appreciate it. And subscribe to the channel if you're new and have not subscribed as yet also. So Clark will be on strike to face Sunil Narine in his first over. Barbados they have won 3 from 3 so far, and Trinidad they have won 2 and lost 1. So Barbados is looking to remain unbeaten, while Trinidad is looking to give them their first loss. So here comes Narine now into bowl to Clark. First ball down the leg side, and Clark flicks it into the leg side. Short fine legs trying to cut it off, and they go through for a single. So they go through for 2 runs. So 2 runs off Narine's first ball. Was a bit down the leg side, and Clark kind of just got some butt on it. Went wide off short fine leg. Fine leg had to chase it, and that allowed the batsman to pick up 2 runs off the over. And that brings up the 50 for the Royals. So 50 for 2 after 5.1. Narine into Clark again. Plays it into the offside, but no run. So a 50-run power play after losing 2 wickets in the first over. You know, I'm sure they will take it, right? And there's still 4 balls remaining in the power play. So let's see how many runs they can get off Narine. Narine to Clark again. Clark swings this one into the leg side, but there should be cover down there. Yes, there is. And the batsman go through for a single. Score moves on to 51 for 2. Clark moves on to 15 from 15. De Kock is on 36 from 15. So let's see how the Kock will play Narine now. You know, the big wicket is Quinton de Kock, you know. So will he give Narine respect or try to finish the power play strong and go hard at him? Let's see. Narine in. Yep. De Kock being circumspect, so he just played it into the offside and it was a dot ball. Which I think is a smart thing to do. You know the danger that Narine poses and your team have already lost 2 wickets. So why take the risk? Yes, and the Kock just allowed that one to go by. So he's definitely, just going to watch Narine for a few, and not taking a risk against him. Which is smart in my opinion, especially since they've already lost 2 wickets in the power play. Last ball of the over, the Kock swings this one into the leg side. But there's a fielder on the square leg boundary and they go through for a single. That was there to be hit. It was short. I got onto him a bit quicker than he expected though. So at the end of the power play, the Royals are 52 for 2. The Kock on 37 from 18. And Clark is on 15 from 15. So good recovery by the Royals, after losing those 2 early wickets in the first over. They still had a decent power play, going at 8.67. So that's a decent power play in my opinion. They're currently on track to score over 170 if they continue at this 8.67 run rate. But I'm sure they'll be trying to go trying to score more than that, considering the strength of the Trinbago Knightriders batting lineup. So coming into the attack now for the Knightriders will be Salamkheil, another spinner. He's been having a decent tournament so far as well, so will definitely be a challenge. But it's a good matchup for the left-hander. Right, so Quinton de Kock might try to attack him, seeing that he is going to be respectful to Sunil Narine. So let's see how it goes. First ball coming up. De Kock plays it straight to cover on the offside, and that's a dot ball. So Salamkheil right on point so far. But I do think de Kock will try to take him on. In again to de Kock. He plays it into the leg side. Will they go back for the second? Yep. So the field is spread on the leg side, and that allowed for them to go through for 2 runs. Smart batting by de Kock right there. It was a good ball, but still able to score 2 runs off it based on how the field placings. So there's a lot of gap on the leg side for the left-hander. I think they're expecting him to go big as well. So after 8.2 overs, it's 54 for 2. Seems as if they're making a few adjustments to the field as well. Salamkheil to de Kock again, and de Kock, he bowled him. What a brilliant ball. De Kock played all around it, bowled in between bat and pad. That was a brilliant ball. De Kock definitely didn't read that one at all. Or maybe it got the inside edge. Let's wait for the replay and see. No, I just played all around it. So Salamkheil continuing, his brilliant bowling in this year's CPL. Getting the prize wicket off Quinton de Kock. So de Kock goes for 39 from 21, bowled by Salamkheil. And Rovman Powell was slated to come up next, but with the spinners operating, I don't think he'll come out right now, especially Salamkheil. Yeah, it's just a whole lot. It's just a whole lot that's coming. Yeah, just a whole lot coming out the bat now. Yeah, Powell definitely didn't want to come face these spinners. Either Narine or Salamkheil. Which I mean, Powell is a quality batsman, but sometimes you have to accept when you have a weakness, or when certain type of bowlers, can get the best of you, and especially the left-handed wrist spinner, would pose a challenge for Powell. So I don't mind him allowing Jason Holder to come. Jason Holder plays the spinners a bit better. You know, he's taller, right? So he's able to get closer to the ball, and is a better option. So why not use him? And save Powell for the back end, There's still a David Miller to come as well. So they might be saving those two to hopefully finish the innings if these two can. Ola tried to scoop that one, missed everything, and will it run down to the boundary for 4? Yes, it does. So, but that should be 4 byes though, because I don't think Jason Hola got 4 byes. So Hola was trying to scoop it over fine leg, but Salamkheil bowled it wide. But because Jason Hola stepped across, it also deceived Puran. Well, Puran moved in anticipation of Hola making connection, with the attempted scoop. So that just meant there was no keeper there to stop it, and it went all the way to the boundary for 4. So 56 for 3 after 6.4. Salamkheil into Holder again. This time Holder gets a leading edge, but it runs on the ground to cover, and there's no run. So Salamkheil definitely, be a tough customer for these batsmen, especially the right-handers. I do think the matchup with him and the left-hander was favorable for the Kock, but he got rid of him also. Holder plays this one down the pitch again, and it's another dot ball. So good start by Salamkheil. 6 runs came off the over, but only 2 runs came off the bat. So taking the wicket off the Kock as well, definitely a brilliant opening over for Waka Salamkheil. After 7, the Barbados Royals are 58 for 3. Currently at the crease is Jason Holder and Clark. It's R Clark, but I'm not sure what the R is. I'll have to check it in a few. Do remember, viewers, kindly would really appreciate if you hit that like button when you come in, and subscribe to the channel as well if you have not done so as yet. And share your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the game. Who you think is going to win. What you think about the commentary. What would anything at all. Don't be shy. Don't be shy or scared to comment. Narine into Clark, and he flicks this one into the leg side. They wanted to go for the second one, but that was definitely not on. So the batsman go through for a single, and the score moves on to 59 for 3 after 7.2. Jason Holder taking his guard now. Narine into Holder. And that look plumb. Yep. That definitely look plumb. So another wicket goes down for the Royals. Jason Holder, the umpire gave it out. He's going to review it, but I don't think the review will be successful. That look as plumb as it could be. I'll be really surprised if this is not out. That look very plumb. So as it stands, Jason Holder, is it a no ball? No, not a no ball. So he's clear on that front. And it definitely looked like he got hit in front of the wickets. Close to the bat, but I don't think he got any bat on it either. But let's wait for Ultra Edge to confirm. But yeah, they will be the Royals will be 4 down. Ball pitch outside the half stump and turn back in, and JC Holder missed it completely. So he will go. So the experiment let me not speak too prematurely before the decision is confirmed. They're still waiting. I think they're waiting for Archive to or ultra edge? You're waiting for something because you're not seeing any ultra edge or Hawkeye, on the screen. They're showing the fonts. So let's see. But even Powell, you can tell that Powell is ready to come out because we're really surprising if ultra edge, no bat involved. So can move on to ball tracking when ready. So like a umpire though. Pitching outside, impact in line, wickets hitting. Yep. That once, even with the beer eye, you could tell that was plumb. So the experiment to bring JC Holder up the order didn't work at all. So Rovman Powell will have to come out and face the music against these spinners. So JC Holder goes without scoring, and the Royals fall to 58 for 4. 59 for 4 after 7.2. And coming to the crease now is Captain Rovman Powell. So they definitely need a captain's innings from Rovman Powell tonight. But these spinners definitely won't make it easy for him. But let's see how the skip will do. West Indies captain, Barbados captain. They need something because right now the ship is sinking. So they need something from Powell. They need a captain to keep the ship afloat right now. Keep the ship sailing, So far it's been the spinners doing the damage for the Knightriders. Akeal Hussain got 2 wickets in his first over. Narine getting the wicket of Folder in his second over, and Salamkheil also got a wicket in his first over. So all 4 wickets to fall so far have been to the spinners. Narine into Powell. Straight on the wicket. Powell plays it into the leg side, but straight to mid wicket, and it's a dot ball. So they'll definitely be feeling the pressure. Powell will definitely be feeling the pressure of this moment, but there's still a lot of time left in the innings. We're only in the 8th over, so he has a bit of time to get his eye in. Now running into Powell again. Strokes it down the ground, and they will go through for a single. Yeah, so like I was saying, after this, there'll still be 12 overs left in the innings, right? So Powell, if he bats smart, there's still a lot of time for him to get his eye in, pick his bowlers, and get bat on ball, and then go big. He doesn't have to try and go big from the start. So that's the benefit of coming into bat early. Obviously, you don't want to get out early, right? But if there's any benefit of losing early wickets, it's that your big hitters get to spend more time off the crease. And if they can bat the overs, then it could be well for your team. Narine to Clark, and Clark turns it, but straight to Pollard at mid wicket, and that's another dot ball. So 2 runs from the over with a wicket, and the score is now 60 for 4 after 8. Narine bowled 2 overs, taking 1 for 6. So he's been his normal self, being economical while posing a big wicket taking threat and taking wickets as well. So Narine doing what Narine does. No surprise there. The Royals definitely need this pair to bat at least until 12 overs, 12 or 13 overs. And they will be hoping that Rovman Powell can bat out the entirety of the innings. Because David Miller is the only recognized batsman remaining in the shed. After Miller, it's Maharaj, and then after Miller is the bowlers. Maharaj can do his thing a little bit, but he's not an established batsman either. So they need these last 3 recognized batsmen to do really well. 60 for 4 after 8. Salamkheil will start his second over, and he will be bowling to Rovman Powell. So here's the matchup. Wide. Powell tried to cut at it, but it went through the Puran. So that ball there to start by Waka Salamkheil. Salamkheil into Powell again. Powell sweeps. And it's stopped by a short fine leg when they go through for a single. Was that bat or pad? Because it seemed as if Puran was trying to appeal, but I think, yeah, it came off either his bat or his glove. So he got a run for that. So the score moves on to 61 for 4. And Clark will now be on strike against Salamkheil. Salamkheil to Clark. What a ball. Oh. Clark had no clue for that one. Played all around it. Almost got bowled. Almost got the edge of the bat. What a ball. That was a brilliant ball by Salamkheil. Clark playing for the turn, but the ball just pitched and went straight on, missing everything. Clark cuts this one into the offside, was straight to point, and there's no run. So the spinners for the Knightriders are definitely doing the job in this one, being economical and getting wickets as well. So 8.4 overs gone, 61 for 4. Here comes Salamkheil again to bowl the 5th ball. Clark pushes it into the leg side and they finally get a single. Score moves on to 62 for 4. And I think both right-handers being at the crease, for Salamkheil, the matchup for him against the right-handers is better. So, he'll be able to pitch the ball in the same area for the most part. And cause these right-hand batsmen trouble. But one ball remaining in the over. Rovman Powell on strike. Pollard at long off is straight, so he's straight behind the bowler. So Powell almost got squared up there with that one, but he got bat on it and was able to go through for a single. So after 9, the Royals are 63 for 4. Rovman Powell on 2 from 5, and Clark is on 17 from 21. So the Royals batting lineup not looking good at all. You have three players going without scoring. So Athenaeus, Cornwall, and Holder all went without scoring. So 3 of the 4 wickets to fall so far did not contribute anything to the Royals. Hence, they are 63 for 4. Quinton de Kock also has been out. He made 39 from 21 for those that are just tuning in. Do remember to hit that like button, as you tune in, really, really appreciate it if you could do so. Here comes Narine to Powell. Powell cuts this one into the leg offside, and they go through for a single. So, yeah, if they can get the boundaries, at least rotate the strike. So, good to see that they're doing that. Being circumspect against the spinners, because they are bowling well. The spinners are bowling well for the Knightriders, I must say. Putting the balls in the right areas. So, no need to be silly and give a wicket away. Narine to Clark. That was a short one. Could have probably pulled it, but went straight to mid wicket. So, another dot ball for Narine. Narine to Clark again. And he flicks this one into the leg side. And they go through for a single. And the score moves on to 65 for 4. So let's see what field they'll have for Powell against Narine. Because in the previous over, they had long off, but it was literally right behind, like straight behind the umpire and the bowler. But it's probably just a field that they're setting specific for Rovman Powell. Narine to Powell. Down the leg side. Powell didn't get any bat on it, and they weren't able to go through for a single. So another dot ball for Narine. So far, Narine has bowled 2.4 overs, taken 1 for 8. Narine going around the wicket now. And Powell edges it, and it passes the slip, passes third man, and it will go down to the boundary for 4. I think that was a bad decision by Narine. He was bowling well going over the wicket. The moment he went around the wicket, it kind of takes leg before out of play, and he got the edge, but I don't think that was the best decision by Narine right there to go around the wicket. But nevertheless, it's 4 runs. The Royals will definitely welcome. So score moves on to 69 for 4. Still 1 ball remaining in the 9th over. Powell on 7 from 8. And the Knightriders are definitely being aggressive. They have brought in a second slip as well. So that's another edge from Powell, but this time it goes to the leg side and they go through for a single. So Narine definitely challenging both edges, off the batsman, but I'd say the Powell was a bit lucky or good. Nevertheless, Powell did not get out. So after 10 overs, the Royals are 70 for 4, and now they'll take the innings break, right? So just to go over the scorecard of the Barbados Royals so far. So Quinton de Kock, he made 39 from 21. Raheem Cornwall went without scoring, first ball. Duck also going without scoring was Alec Atanez. He also made 0 from 2 balls. Both of those wickets went to Akil Hussain. Clark is at the crease on 18 from 23. Jason Hole also went without scoring. And Rovman Powell is on 8 from 9. So that's the current state of the innings for the Barbados Royals. After 10 overs, they are 70 for 4. Akil Hussain leading the way in terms of wickets taken for the Knightriders. He's taken 2 wickets so far. And Sunil Narine and Waka Salamkheil, they have both taken a wicket each. So the spinners doing the job for the Knightriders, but they can only bowl 12 overs, right? So the captain, Paula will still need 8 overs from the seam bowlers as well. So those are the overs that the Royals are going to have to try and capitalize on, and score as much as possible off them, because the spinners are really bowling well. Excuse me for that. You don't know, a lot of talking, so mouth kind of get dry at times. So just have to hydrate. Stay hydrated, people. I know summer is coming to an end, but it's always good to be hydrated. And if you're just joining the stream, there's no cricket being played right now. So now is the perfect time to just take a quick second, hit that like button. And you see that red subscribe button as well, or whatever color it is for you. Just take a quick second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well, while we're on the break. So it's a break from the stream. Perfect time to kind of do YouTube formalities. And welcome one and all to the stream. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, and we're all cricket fans, so doing the watch along, don't be shy, I want to see some comments coming in also. What you think about the game so far? Who are you rooting for? Which team are you which team you want to win? What you think about the commentary? What can I do better? What am I doing? What am I doing bad? Yeah, man, definitely give your feedback, whether it's good or bad. We welcome all feedback, because there's always something to learn from anything, whether good or bad. Share your thoughts on the game also, right? I do think the Royals, well, yeah, I'm not going to criticize their batsmen too much. The spinners of the Knightriders have been brilliant, so I'll just leave it at that. Okay, they're about to resume play now. and it would be Salamkheil to bowl the 11th over, and Rovman Powell on strike. So I wonder what total they're aiming at now after 10 overs. Here comes Salamkheil to Powell. Powell pushes this one into the offside, down to the field on the boundary, and they'll go through for a single. So at 70 for 4 after 10, I wonder what total they're aiming at. I do think this wicket is a 190 wicket, at least, right? Especially because the dimensions of the field, you also have to take that into consideration. Clark swings this one into the leg side, straight to Pollard on the boundary, and he goes, and he's out. So immediately after the break, Knightriders take another wicket, and it's a spinner again. So that's the second wicket for Salamkheil. Clark goes for 18 off 24. Pollard Bill just had to take a few steps to his right, and it was straight to him. So spinners doing the job for the Knightriders. If they continue like this, maybe the Pacers won't even have to bowl anything. But Clark did okay. Not the best strike rate, but when you consider the context of the game, losing wickets as often as the Royals have been, 18 from 24 is okay. Still one of the best scores in the innings so far. So, and sometimes I say with T20, yes, you want to score fast, but the most important thing is getting the runs on the board, right? So sometimes, even if the strike rate isn't all that, especially in these circumstances where your team lost 2 wickets in the first over and have been losing wickets regularly, sometimes you just have to stay there and bat, get runs on the board. And as you can see now, he was trying to attack to up his strike rate, and he got out. So would love to see a better strike rate, but sometimes based on the circumstances in the game, getting the runs on the board is just as crucial as the strike rate. So David Miller is at the crease now. This is a favorable matchup for Miller, but considering the current circumstance, 5 wickets down, I don't think he's going to be too aggressive. Oh, talk too early. And he plays a reverse sweep and he gets bat on it and it goes to the boundary for 4. So I guess Miller is not going to be conservative. He's going to play his shots. So second ball, reverse sweep comes out and they get a boundary off it. So score moves to 75 for 5 and Miller moves to 4 off 2. That was a brilliant shot, I must say. So that definitely gives Walker Salamkheil something to think about, and that might cause him to bowl another bad ball. So Salamkheil to Miller again, straight on the legs, on the stumps, and Miller plays it into the leg side, and there's no run. But you see, the thing with improvisation, right, is when it comes off, it looks good. But when it doesn't work, then the batsman look crazy. Like, what are you trying? And that's the thing about cricket. You never know, what's going to the head of a player, whether it be the captain or a batsman. All right, hold on. Here comes Salamkheil to Miller again. This one on the leg stump, and Miller turns it into the leg side, and they go to for another single. So after 11 overs, there are 76 for 5. So 6 runs came off the 11th over and the wicket of Clark. But yeah, like I was saying, that's the thing about cricket. It's a thinking man sport, right? So sometimes you will see a captain make a decision or a batsman even try something, and as the spectator, as the viewer looking on, you're in your head, you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing that? But if they do it and it works, then they look like a genius. And then the times when it doesn't work, when it doesn't come off, when it doesn't go how they want it, then you're just looking at them like, how stupid, why did they do that? So you have to give and take sometimes. For example, that shot that Miller played, that reverse sweep, if he got a top edge to that on that, and got out, then all of us would be like, that was so dumb, right? But He did it, got the right connection, got a 4 off it, and we're like, oh, that was brilliant. But that's cricket for you, you know? Sometimes you have to anticipate. Sometimes you anticipate and it doesn't come off. Sometimes it does. So Terrence Hines will be bowling the 12th over for the Knightriders. The Royals are currently 76 for 5. Hines' first over went for 21 runs. So he'll be looking to bounce back and bowl a good over. But I'm sure the Royals batsmen will be looking to score runs off him. And David Miller will be on strike. First ball to Miller. Miller flicks it into the leg side. And they go through for a single. So this now brings Captain Rovman Powell on strike. Let's see how Rovman Powell will go or what he'll do. Will he risk it or kind of try to get the innings deep, you know? Because after this period, the Royals really don't have any recognized batsmen left. So it might be smart to be a bit conservative until at least the last 5 overs. But that's T20 cricket for you, you know. The game situations can change so fast. It's really fluid. So here's Hines to Powell. Yeah, Powell plays it into the offside and they go through for a single. That one went to Narine, you know. Anything that goes to Sunil Narine, you can call it a single because Narine's fielding is not the best. They're showing replays of last year when Salamkheil took 4 for 14 against the Royals. So he has a track record of bowling well against the Royals, and tonight is no different. He's taken 2 wickets so far. Hines into Miller. Wide, and Miller gets a bit of bat on it, but will they go to for the single? No, I think that was a dot ball. Oh, so actually, you know, the last match that they played, Trinidad made 194 and bowled out Barbados for 61. So you see, Trinidad, you know, and that puts doubt in the team that lost head, and it builds the confidence of the team that won. So Trinidad coming into this game would have definitely had that in the back of their mind. So too Barbados. And so far, you know, it's kind of playing out in a similar fashion. They've gotten more than 61, but still not a good total on the board. Oh, that's a brilliant shot. That was a good ball, but Miller was able to get enough bat to it and squeeze it in the gap between third man and backward point, and it goes down to the boundary for 4. So the score moves to 82 for 5. So yeah, the Royals were bowled out for 61 in last year's match. In one of the matches last year, so they are currently at 82. So they are doing better than last year, but still a long way to go though. And if Powell and Miller can steer there until the end of the innings, I do see them posting a good total. Hines coming into both Miller again. Miller plays this one into the offside, but there is a sweeper out there. And they're only able to go to for a single. So a decent comeback over by Hines so far after going for 21 runs in his first over. So far, he's conceded probably 7 off this one, with 1 ball remaining. Yeah, so far he's conceded 7 off this over with 1 ball remaining. So a good comeback over if he can finish this one without conceding a boundary also. And I honestly don't think Powell is going to attack him too much unless it's in the slot. Full ball, and Powell strikes it down to long on, and they go through for a single. So after 12, the Royals are 84 for 5. Currently going at 7 runs and over, which would mean that if they continue at this rate, they'll get to 140. You know, they'll definitely need more than 140 to defend on this ground. But you never know. But I don't think 140 will be enough, especially with this Knightriders batting lineup and the form that the batters are in, right? So Puran made that 90, I think was 90 yard in the first match, and since then, he's made 17 and a duck, right? But Pollard in the last match at 52 from 19 was vintage Pollard. It shows that he still has it. So and you have a Narine and a Jason. I'm not sure if Jason Roy is playing in this one. So the Knightriders batting line, and you have a Ghost, that the South African that is now playing for America. So their batting, the Knightriders batting lineup is really deep, right? So I don't think 140 will be enough for the Royals, but their bowling is good too. They have Tikshana, the mystery spinner from Sri Lanka, and Maharaj as well. So Akil Hussain is coming back for his third over, and Powell is on strike. So Powell might look to take on Akil in this one, I think. Good first ball by Akil, getting a bit of grip off the pitch. Akil into Powell again. Shot in the pitch. Powell plays it into the offside, just beats cover, and they're able to go to for single. So the matchup is for the left-hander against the left-handed bowler. So let's see what Miller will do. If Miller will take it on. I do think so. They have to do something. They can't just stick around and just allow the bowlers to pin them down. So this is a favorable matchup for David Miller. The Knightriders are making a few adjustments to their field. Hussain wide outside the half stump, and Miller strikes it over the offside. Oh, on the roof. That was a brilliant shot by Miller. Hussain tried to go wide outside the half stump, but Miller, it was still close enough for Miller to get under it, and that's a 6 over cover. What a shot. 84 meter 6. So yeah. So far, Miller taking advantage of the favorable matchup. So the score moves on to, I think, 91 for 5. Should be. Yeah, 91 for 5 after 12.3 overs. And Miller moved to 17 from 9. Knightriders are making a few adjustments to their field. Akil into Miller again. This time he moves it into the pitch a bit straighter, and Miller is not able to get any bat on it, and it's a dot ball. Let's see if Miller will try to improvise. Akil to Miller again, and he strokes it into the leg side, and they go through for a single. So Akil adjusted his line. He start the first one that he got hit for 6 was he tried to go wide outside the off stump, which allowed Miller to free his arms. The next 2 balls that he bowled to him was straight at his body. So he didn't have enough time to. And the length was crucial as well, because he can be bowling straight at the body, and if it's short enough, the batsman are able to pull it. But the length was good, so Miller could only kind of just fend it off. And so good comeback by Akil after being hit for a 6. Here's Akil to Powell. And Powell plays this one down to long off, and they go through for a single. So 9 runs coming off that over. So a decent over by Akil, and it's also a decent over for the Royals. So 93 for 5 after 13. Give me 1 second, people. My apologies for that, but can I just cut off the camera for drink the water, you know? So yeah, 93 for 5. If they continue at this rate, they'll get just a bit over 140. But with these two at the crease, if these two can bat the remaining 7 overs, I do see them, surpassing that 140 and maybe getting to a 160, 170, which will be decent. So Jaden Seals will be bowling the 14th over. So far, he's bowled two overs for 15 runs. And Powell flicks this one into the leg side, and it's in the gap, but the fielder will come around to cut it off, and they come back through for the second. But there is a shout for a run out. Will the umpire go to the third umpire? Doesn't seem as if he'll do so. That was a bit of an awkward shot by Powell, though, but it worked out well for him. See, he's coming into both the Powell again. Slower ball. And Powell could only play it back to Seals. So that ball there by Seals. Powell was definitely winding up to swing that one over, but good ball by Jaden Seals, I must say. So 95 for 5. Seals coming in again to bowl to Powell. Powell pulls this one. Did he get enough of it? Yes, he did. And it goes all the way for 6. Short ball from Jaden Seals, and Powell was able to pounce on it quickly and pull it over the fielder on the square leg boundary for 6 runs. So Powell moves on to 21 from 18, and that brings up the 100 for the Royals. Powell didn't get all that. Didn't get a good connection on that. It's the only reason why that went for 6 is because it's a short boundary. So that side of the field, I think the boundary is about 50-something meters, and that ball traveled 65. Here's Seals again to Powell, wide outside the off stump, and Powell smashes it over the offside for 4. So Powell is getting into his groove now. 6 and a 4 of consecutive balls, and Powell moves on to 25 from 19. And the score is now 105 for 5 after 13.4 overs. So, like I said, if Powell and Miller can stay there at the crease, and bat the remainder of these overs, 170 is definitely on the cards. 170, 180. So, and like I said earlier, they are attacking against the Pacers. So let's see how Jaden Seals will respond. Smart batting there by Powell. Full ball, and Powell just pushes it into the offside and go through for the single. No need to risk it too much, considering that they've already lost 5 wickets, and this is really the last recognized pair. So already gotten 12 off the over. So smart batting by the captain. So the captain is keeping the ship afloat, guiding it, making sure it doesn't sink. And David Miller is doing his thing as well. So again, and I'm neutral. You know, I just want to see a good game of cricket, right? So I know the Knightriders fans might think that I'm biased towards the Royals, or vice versa. The Royals fans might think I'm biased towards the Knightriders, but just want to see a good game of cricket. So 1 ball remaining in the 14th over. Here sees into both the Miller. Wide, he'll have to rebowl that one. So 14 runs off the over so far from Jaden Seals. He'll have to rebowl that one. So from a Knightrider standpoint, they're definitely be hoping that it doesn't cost them too much. Also, I forgot, well, after this ball, sees into Miller. And Miller plays this one down to the offside, but there is a field on the boundary. And they go through for a single. So 15 runs off that over from Jaden Seals. But viewers, how is the volume? Is the volume too loud? Let me know in the comment section, you know, if how the volume is. If it's too loud, I can turn it down a bit. Or if it's too low, I can turn it up. But yeah, let me know what the sound is like, the sound quality. So after 14 overs, the Royals are 108 for 5. Hussein has 1 over to go. Narine also. Salamkheil. So Salamkheil is going to come. Yeah, Salamkheil is going to come back and bowl the 15th. And it will be David Miller and strike to Salamkheil. So I do think Miller is going to try and attack him in this one. It's still a favorable matchup for him. So I think he's going to try and attack Salamkheil in this one. So far, Salamkheil has bowled 3 overs and taken 2 for 10. Up, and Miller tries to sweep. Loud appeal. Umpire gives it, but I'm sure they're going to review it. That looked like it might be sliding down the leg side, but it might be out as well. It might be umpire's call. And the umpire gave it out, so let's see. But it's a close one. Umpire gave it out, so it can only be missing the wicket to be overturned. And to me, with the at first glance, you know, it seemed as if it was sliding down the leg side to me. Pitching on off stop. Let's see. Yeah, that it's close. It's really close, but that might be missing. Or if it's hitting the wicket, it's just barely clipping it, which would mean that he would have to go because the umpire already gave it out. Miller is already walking. So it seems that Miller thinks it's out. It looks close. I think it would be umpire's call, and the umpire already gave it out. Well, not really, you know, because he got a good stride in. When the ball hit him, that's probably hitting him on middle and leg, and he has a long way to go. So, but let's see. Here comes ball tracking. That should be missing. Oh, wickets. Oh, it's hitting the wickets also. So, yep, 3 wides and he's out. So, Salamkheil, you know, he has a thing for bowling against the Royals. Last year, he took 4 for 14. So far, he has 3 for 10. You know, and he still has five balls remaining in his spell. So, he might have even better figures at the end of this match. And that's the 6th wicket to go down. So the Royals are now 108 for 6 after 14.1 overs. And it's Maharaj just coming to the crease to bat with the skipper, Rovman Powell. So Rovman Powell will definitely have to bat these 20 overs if the Royals want to get a competitive total on the board. Yeah, Miller just missed the sweep shot. But yeah, Salamkheil has been impressive. He was impressive last year in the CPL, and this series has been no different, I must say. Salamkheil to Maharaj, and it gets the inside edge, and they're able to go through for a single. The batsmen aren't reading him, and he's putting the ball in the right areas, that, and which is the most important thing, right? Because yes, the batsman can have trouble reading you, but if you're not putting the ball in the right areas, then the batsman get away at times. But he's putting the ball in the right areas. He's turning the ball in both directions. The batsmen aren't reading him. He's doing all the right things, I must say. It's been very impressive in the CPL whenever he plays. Salamkheil to Powell. And that's a dot ball. So definitely a lot of pressure on Rovman Powell here. Powell plays this one down the ground and they go through for a single. So the score moves on to 110 for 6. 2 balls remaining in the 15th over. Salamkheil has bowled 3.4 overs and taken 3 for 12. Yeah, 3 for 12. So last ball for Salamkheil coming up. Maharaj plays it down the ground and they go through for a single. So that's the end of the spell for Salamkheil. 4 overs, 3 for 13. Brilliant bowling by the young man. And I think Narine has the 1 over remaining. So too does Akil Hussain. So 5 overs remaining and 3 of them might be spin. And the spinners have been bowling well. So if the Royals get to 150, they would have done well. But 5 overs remaining. Let's see how much they can get off the last 5. Rovman Powell will definitely have to take a lot of the strike and score majority of the runs as well if they want to get anything close to 150. Let's see who's going to bowl this. This might be Narine bowling this one. No, Hines. So they're going to go with Hines to bowl this one. So they might finish. They seem like they're going to finish with the spinners. Well, let's see. So far, Hines has bowled 2 overs for 29. So Hines will be bowling the 16th over Maharaj and strike. Wide ball on the leg side. Puran is appealing, but the umpire is signaling wide. Let's see if they're going to review because Puran, Puran love review, So let's see if Puran's going to review. Yep, Pollard review. But I think it's probably more of a review to try and get the wide overturned than a wicket. Puran is saying it touched something, so Pollard reviewed it. It's not a no ball, so let's see what Ultra Edge says. Pass close to the type, but definitely not no bat involved. Yeah, no bat involved. Didn't touch anything at all. So it will be a wide. Did not clip anything. So it's not out and it remains a wide. So there goes Puran again. Puran the appeal line, Puran appeal for everything. So wide ball and it's not a wicket. Nicky P. Hands into Maharaj again. outside off stump. Maharaj slashes at it, but he misses everything, and that's a dot ball. Sure, Powell wants to get down there to that end and face a few from Hines. Hines into Maharaj again. Maharaj cuts this one in the gap, and that's a brilliant shot. It goes all the way for 4. So Maharaj kind of just finished that one in the gap between Point and the deep third man. Third man was out on the boundary. Point was in the circle, and he placed it in the gap between third man and Point for 4. So well played by Maharaj. And the score moves on to 115 for 6. $116 for 6. Maharaj trying the same thing again, but this time it goes straight to the point fielder. And it's a dot ball. Ball was there to be hit again, but this time he wasn't able to get it in the gap. So 5 runs off the over so far. 3 balls remaining. Maharaj has faced all the balls so far in this over. Hines in again to Maharaj. Short one, Maharaj pulls it, but straight to the field at mid-wicket, and there's no run. So wide, dot, 4, dot, dot. 2 balls remaining. Maharaj still on strike. Maharaj, another dot ball. So good over by Hines so far. Even if he concedes a boundary off this last ball, it's still a good over, in my opinion. Hines into Maharaj. Maharaj plays it into the leg side. They're running hard, but they'll only be able to get a single. So 6 runs off that over, and the score is now 117 for 6 after 16 overs. Maharaj faced all the balls in that over, which is a bit unfortunate in my opinion. Powell should have definitely gotten a chance to butt a few against the pacer, because the spinners have been doing well for the Knightriders. They have been hard to get away. Whenever batsmen try to attack them, they get out. So you want to kind of capitalize on the overs that are bowled by the pace overs, and unfortunately Maharaj was unable to do that. 6 runs off the over is definitely not enough, but Akeal Hussain will be bowling his last over now, and Maharaj again is on strike. So let's see if he can get Powell on strike early in this over and see what Powell can do. Akeal making a few adjustments to his field before he bowls. So far, Akeal Hussain has bowled 3 overs and taken 2 for 21. So here he comes into bowl to Maharaj. And Maharaj guides it, but straight to the field at short third man, and there's no run. So must be frustrating for Powell now. Hold on, they're making adjustments to the field again. Another dot ball. Another dot ball. Something I have to give here. Maharaj have to try something. Either try to hit a boundary, but you can't just be conceding that ball after that ball like that. Hussein to Maharaj. Maharaj steps away, cuts it, but straight to the fielder. But slight misfield, and they should go through for that single, which they do. So Powell finally gets on strike with 3 balls remaining in the over. Let's see what Captain Powell will do. Let's see what Captain Powell will do. Will he attack Akil or wait for the last 3 overs? One of which will probably be bowled by Narine. Sure, Nicholas Puran is yapping. I say, I know, yapping in the ears of Powell. They're laughing. Trying to get in his head, you know? That's cricket. Powell strokes it down the ground and they go through for a single. So a lot of yapping going on out there between the teammates, you know? They know what each other can do, what each other are capable of. So Fielder trying to get in the head of the batsman to get him to play a rush shot. That's cricket. Maharaj on strike again. And he plays it straight to Akil and another dot ball. So only 2 runs from the over so far with 1 ball remaining. So a brilliant over by Akil Hussain. Poor batting by Maharaj, but it's better to be out there than to be in the dugout. Hussain to Maharaj. Maharaj chips and he makes good connection, and that's a 6. That's a 6 to finish the over. So 8 runs off the over, and the Royals are now 125 for 6 after 17. Maharaj finally getting good contact on one of the balls. He chipped down the wicket, got closer to the pitch, and got good connection, and that traveled straight over the bowler's head for 6. 85-meter 6. So good shot. But nevertheless, a good spell by Akil Hussain. 4 overs, 2 for 29. That's brilliant bowling. Going up to a 7.25 and over and taking 2 wickets. Can't complain about that at all. He's shaking his head though, you know, for conceding that last 6. So Powell will be on strike to start this over, which will probably be bowled by Narine. I think Narine will bowl this one. I don't see them using Narine in the last 2, even though he can. He has the ability to. Yeah, it's Narine that will be bowling the 18th over. And that makes sense. Then they'll use Hines and Seals to finish off the innings. Or maybe a Pollard. But so far, Pollard hasn't bowled. So it will more than likely be Hines and Seals to bowl the last 2. So Narine is going to be coming up to Powell to bowl the 18th. Royals are 125 for 6. Powell on 28 from 23. Narine to Powell. Powell stroke it into the offside and they'll go through for a single or 2. Oh, they come back for the second run. That's good running on the part of Maharaj. He was going to the danger end, so he definitely had to run hard, and he did just so. It was his call as well, and he made it back. So good running by Maharaj there to get Powell back on strike. So far, the captain is playing a captain's innings. Not all that fast, 125 strike rate, but in the context of the game, it's a really important innings. That was a dot ball, so Narine to Powell again. Powell plays this one into the leg side. They're running hard, trying to get 2 again, but they will only get 1 off that one. So 3 runs so far off the first 3 balls of Narine's over. Powell being a bit cautious against Narine. You know, I think they'll be aiming at the last 2 overs against the pace bowlers. You know, Narine is Narine. No matter how old he is, you know, he's still a wily customer, still a top quality bowler. Unfortunate that he is not playing for the West Indies, but that's water under the bridge. Let's see if Maharaj will try and attack him. Narine to Maharaj. Maharaj backs away. Narine kicks it onto the stump, but I think Powell got back. Will they review? Maharaj plays it straight back. Narine got his foot on it, but Powell was in his crease. Yeah, Powell was in his crease. Luckily so. So that ball for Narine. And next ball he bowls Maharaj. So Maharaj tried to chip down the wicket and played all over that one. And you miss, I hit. That's cricket. So Narine bowling straight as usual. Maharaj missed and crook, there went his stumps. So the Royals lose another one. And now they are 7 down with 2.1 overs remaining. So 1 ball still remaining in Narine's spell. So far he's taken 2 for 16 off 3.5 overs. And the Royals are now 128 for 7. Rovman Powell is still at the crease though, so still a possibility for them to get a big over or maybe 2 big overs, and that will bring them close or maybe even above 150 if they're able to score big off the last 2 overs. Coming into the new batsman is Tekshana. Narine with 1 ball to go in his spell. And I haven't said it in a while, but you know, as if you've just joined the stream, you know, I would really appreciate if you just hit that like button. You know, take a quick second to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel as well. You know, if you are new and have not subscribed to the channel as yet, would be much appreciated. And don't be shy to share your thoughts in the comment section as well. You know, which team you're cheering for, what you think about the performance so far of both teams, what you think about the commentary, anything. Just don't be shy. The comment section is there for you to interact. You know, interaction is always good. So they're making a few adjustments. Now here's Narine now will last ball to Tikshana. And he flicks it into the leg side, but Powell declines the run. So Powell wants to keep the strike. So he didn't take the single. So Narine bowled 4 overs, 2 for 16. The Royals are 128 for 7. Rovman Powell will be on strike to start the 19th over. So the spinners for TKR, they are the ones that did the job for for them. That's doing the job for them tonight. Obviously, there's still 2 overs remaining in the innings. But so far, the spinners have taken all the wickets. Narine took 2, Salamkheil took 3, Akil Hussain took 2. And they have been the most economical as well. So that 3-prong spin attack for the Knightriders showing what they're worth tonight. And that, you know, it's that spin attack that they have why I think, I mean, when you just consider the amount of big name players they have, you know, naturally they are favorites, right? But the amount of spinners that they have and the form that the bowlers are in as well, right? Because you can have good players but that are out of form, but all of these spinners are in form. Akil Hussain, I think Akil Hussain is now ranked 2nd in the world. You know, had a good World Cup, had a good series against South Africa. So he's in form. He's brewing with confidence. You know, Narine, you know, we already know what Narine can do. He's in form. Salamkheil, you know, he's having another brilliant CPL. So, you know, I think that will give the Knightriders the edge as we go further on in the tournament. But we were saying the same thing about them last year, and they were surprised by Guyana in the final. So anything is still possible. But if I was a betting man, I would bet on the Knightriders to win this year's CPL. But Guyana will definitely have something to say about that. So it will be Hines to bowl the 19th over, Rovman Powell on strike. First ball is a full toss, and Rovman Powell is not going to miss out. First ball, 6. Full toss, and Powell slaps it over long on for 6. So good start to the over for the Royals. Bad ball there by Hines. Was probably aiming for the Yorker, but it ended up being a low full toss, and Rovman Powell definitely pounced on it and just helped it over the boundary for 6. So good start to the over for the Royals. Rovman Powell playing a captain's innings tonight. Hopefully, for the Royals' sake, he can bat out the remainder of this innings. And if he does, I think they'll get over 150. Don't think that will be enough though, but once you get the runs on the board, and then you can worry about the bowling after. Hines in again to Powell. Another full one. Powell swings it into the leg side again. Is it in the gap? No, but they'll probably come back for the second. Yep, they came back for the second. So Powell will still be on strike. So 2 runs after that. So 8 runs off the over so far of the first 2 balls. Powell will be looking to bat all of these balls and score as much as possible. So far, 8 off 2. If they get 20 off this, that would be a brilliant over. It is possible with Rovman Powell, in my opinion. Hines in again to Powell. Powell swings this one in the leg side, and that will run to the... Oh, no. But will they come back for 2? No. So the second run wasn't on offer. Powell kind of decided early that he wouldn't be able to make it back for the second, so they didn't take the single. So Powell is still on strike, which is smart. You will think he missed out on that though, because that ball was there to be hit. So 8 runs off the over so far after 3 balls. Hines running in again to bowl to Powell. This one is wide outside the off stump. Powell's tried to play it over the offside, but only able to drag it into the leg side, and it's a dot ball because the possibility to run 2 was not there. Another one I think he missed out on. That one was in the slot, but his bottom man came into play and he wasn't able to play it and get it on the offside. Ended up dragging it on the leg side out to the fielder on the boundary. And they did not run the single. So good comeback by Hines after going for 8 in the first 2 balls. Let's see if he can finish it strong. Powell pulls this one. Does it? It's high. Is it far enough? Yes, it is. So another 6 from Powell. So that brings it to 14 runs off the over so far. And Hines 3.5 overs for 49 runs. So the PSRs, have been very expensive. It's just that the spinners have been so good that the Royals are in a very, very tough position. But they just have to do as much as they can with the balls that remain from PSRs. So 14 off the over so far. Powell moves to 45 from 31. 1 ball remaining in the 19th. And Hines went with a Yorker, and Powell dug the Yorker out and went through for the single, as it was the last ball of the over. So 15 runs off the over. Of the 19, Hines bowled 4 overs, none for 50. Powell moves to 46. And 1 over remaining, and it will more than likely be Jaden Seals that bowls it. So the Royals are 143 for 7 going into the final over of the innings. And Pollard just threw the ball to Jaden Seals. Seals himself, so far, he's bowled 3 overs for 30, so none for 30. So expensive as well. But if they get 10 runs off this, then they would have made it over the 150. Sure, Powell will be aiming to get more off it though. And he will more than likely take the strike for all of these balls. 46 from 32. Captain's innings so far. Will it be enough? Time will tell. What's going on here? Umpires are talking. Is it a ball change? Something is going on here. I'm not one of the another umpires coming up with a bag. It looks like it's a ball bag. Surprising that they're changing the ball before the start of the last over. That's a bit surprising. Match tomorrow will be between Guyana and the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. I might live stream that one as well. No, it will be between Guyana and the Royals, sorry. So that's another big match tomorrow. So might live stream that one as well. And depending on how this match goes, if the Royals are able to defend whatever score they post, then that will be a clash between two undefeated teams. So it'll be interesting. But the big boys are going up against each other now. You know, Barbados, Trinidad, and Guyana. You know, those are the big guns in the tournament. So tournament is getting very spicy, I would say. All right, so ball has been changed and they're ready to go. And Seals will be going around the wicket to Powell. And they have a deep cover. Looks like a deep point and then long on, deep mid wicket and a deep square leg. Wide outside the half stump. Will the umpire call wide? No, so that's a dot ball to start the last over. So yeah, they have three fielders deep on the offside, so it will definitely be outside the half stump line. Let's see if Powell can get any good connections on any of these balls. Needs 4 for his 50. Full toss, and Powell is not going to miss out on that. And that should be out of the park. Well, no, not out of the park, but that's a far one. That brings up the 50 for Powell. Well done. Good innings. Captain's knock, well needed. 52 from 34 so far. Brilliant knock by Rovman Powell. Came in when the team was in trouble, and he's brought it to at least the last over. Hopefully he can bat. And that might be a no ball as well, 94m6. So definitely got good connection on that. Are they reviewing it for the no ball? It looks like it's touch and go, but it might be below waist height. Yeah, so they're not looking at the no ball. So it was below waist height. Sees into Powell again. Powell swings and misses at this one. So yeah, it's definitely wide outside off stump. That's the ploy. They have three fielders deep on the offside, so that's definitely where he'll be trying to bowl. Powell disappointed that he missed out on that one. It was there to be hit. Powell just trying to hit it too hard. So 2 dot balls on 1-6 so far in the last over. Season to Powell again. And Powell gets good connection on this. And it's a flat 6 over the leg side. So that brings up the 150 for the Royals. So the score is now 155 for 7. Powell moves on to 58. Still 2 balls remaining in the over. So another wide one outside half stump, but Powell stepped across and was able to hike it on the leg side. Flat 6. 75-meter 6 on the leg side. And Pollard is now consulting with Jaden Seals. So looks like they're contemplating making changes to the field or changes to their plan. But I must say I'm impressed with how Rovman Powell played this innings. You know, their team needed it. You know, needed someone to stay there and bat, and he took it upon himself and batted smart. Started off slow, circumspect against the spinners, and now he's been accelerating well against the pace bowlers. So well done, Skip. Okay, Seals are now running into both to Powell. And Powell hits this one again, but straight to the fielder. And there's no run. That was a full one. You know, Seals went for the black hole ball. Didn't quite get up into the black hole. It was there to be hit. But Powell didn't get the connection that he needed to either get a 4 or 6. Or get it in the gap. It went straight to the fielder. So last ball coming up. 12 runs off the over so far. 2 sixes and 3 dots. Let's see how this one will go. Last ball of the innings coming up. Rovman Powell on 58 from 37. Jaden Seals 3.5 overs, none for 42. So, like I said, the pacers have been expensive all night. But those spinners, I tell you, those spinners are special. Barbados have spinners of their own though. So they have 3 of them as well. Tikshana, Maharaj, and Cornwall. I'm not sure if they're gonna bowl Cornwall that much, but Seals to Powell, and that's in the black hole, and it looks as if they'll only get 1. So good ball to finish the over. 13 runs off the over. So the Royals, they posted 156 for 7 of their 20 overs. Rovman Powell finishes on 50. Rovman Powell finishes on 58 not out from 35 balls. So 156, you know, considering the circumstances of the innings, how the Royals started, you know, they lost early wickets, they lost 2 wickets in the first over, and last wickets consistently throughout their innings. You know, so considering all of that, it's a good comeback, but I do think they're a bit short in terms of runs. But they have a good bowling attack. At least Tikshana, I know Tikshana will pose a challenge to the Trinidad batsmen. How many wickets he'll be able to get, I don't know. Maharaj as well will do his thing and pose a challenge. But if Puran is at the crease when Maharaj is bowling, I'm backing Puran to win that matchup every day. So, but Tikshana, I think the matchup with Tikshana and Puran, Tikshana might be able to get the best of Puran in that matchup. We'll see. But Knightriders will need 157 to win. Royals will need to defend 156 to win and remain unbeaten in the tournament. So that's the end of the Royals innings. So I'm just going to give you the bowling figures before I end this stream. So I'm going to end this stream and then probably come back for the Knightriders reply. So just the bowling figures for you. So it's Waka Salamkheil leading the way, 4 overs, 3 for 13. Sunil Narine, 4 overs, 2 for 16. Akil Hossain, 4 overs, 2 for 29. Right? They were the wicket takers for the Knightriders. Then you have Jaden Seals, 4 overs, none for 43. And Terence Hines, 4 overs, none for 50. So the Pacers were very expensive. Batting for the Royals, Quinton de Kock, 39 from 21. Rovman Powell, 59 from 38. David Miller, 19 from 13. And Maharaj, 14 from 16. They were the main contributors with the bat for the Royals in their innings. So Trinidad need 157 to win. You know, I'm going to end this stream. and then start the stream, start a new stream when once Trinidad comes in and begin their reply. So just look out for that stream and looking forward to see you guys on the next stream. Thank you for tuning in as well, all of you viewers. Really appreciate you taking the time out to watch the stream. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you won't be so shy next time in the next stream. Definitely send some comments in and give feedback, good or bad. Obviously you're watching because you're interested in the game, so there must be a team that you want to win. Don't be shy or scared to share your thoughts in the comment section as well, right? So, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream when it starts.